Bienaventurados los misericordiosos, porque ellos alcanzarán misericordia.
Pocas palabras, resumiendo lo que dijo Sister Ana y la homilía de nuestro Father. Thank you so much, Father. I just wanted to summarize a little bit of what the Lord has been speaking as soon as we came here through Sister Ana and Father in his homily. In the first reading, the Lord said that He has opened up a fountain of treasures and riches of mercy. And I don't think it's a coincidence that we began our Mass here with that reading. Esa lectura donde el Señor dice que Él ha revelado a través de su Hijo las riquezas, las grandes riquezas de su misericordia. Y en el Salmo, dijimos todo varias veces, el Señor revela su victoria. In the Psalm, we sang a couple of times, the Lord reveals His victory, His triumph. If we put together those two readings, what is the triumph of God? It's His mercy. Because what the enemy wants is for us to be condemned, for us to be away from God. Lo que el enemigo quiere es que nosotros seamos condenados porque Él nunca podrá gozar de Dios. Y por eso nos odia. Porque nosotros por misericordia hemos sido adoptados como hijos. La gran victoria de Dios es su misericordia hacia nosotros. The great victory of God is that we have been adopted through the blood of His Son, through the suffering and the passion of His Son, and through His mercy that came from His pierced heart. We have been adopted as His children. That is His victory, that we live as His children. San Juan Pablo II decía que para poder vivir plenamente nuestra vida, para vivir plenamente la dignidad de los hijos de Dios, debíamos hacernos preguntas fundamentales. St. John Paul II said, for us to live fully the dignity of the children of God, we needed to ask fundamental questions, not just to pass by life, but to really ask fundamental questions. Aquí Santa Faustina, como nos decía Cicerano al principio, hizo una pregunta fundamental y Jesús se le respondió, sí, aquí te quiero. Here we began our journey with the vision of St. John Paul, in a place where St. Faustina asked a fundamental question, and Jesus responded to her, yes, I want you here. I want you doing this. I want you serving me in this way. Y así Santa Faustina vivió la plena dignidad de su propia vida como hija de Dios. Sister Ana nos invitaba a que a partir de este momento vayamos, en cada lugar el Señor va a ir haciéndonos una pregunta, porque vamos caminando bajo el legado de San Juan Pablo. In each place the Lord is going to be asking us one fundamental question, asking of us that we search for the answer. Porque vamos tras el legado, we're going to be under the legacy of St. John Paul. Pero aquí también yo siento que el Señor nos respondió a través de la homilía del Father Hans. But I also believe that Jesus responded to us as He responded to St. Faustina in this chapel. Also the Lord began to respond to us through the homily of Father Hans. What does He want of us? Transformation, commitment, and mission. Mission to work for the triumph of the Immaculate Heart, which is the triumph of mercy. So ya el Señor, a través de los labios de Father Hans, su sacerdote, nos contestó aquí qué quiere de nosotros. Primero la transformación del corazón, como se lo pidió a Santa Faustina. First transformation of our hearts as he asked Saint Faustina. And who was in charge of the transformation of Saint Faustina into an apostle of mercy? Our Lady. ¿Quién estaba encargada de hacer de Santa Faustina un apóstol de la misericordia? Fue la Virgen, y Jesús le manda a la Virgen para eso. El compromiso. No podemos ser católicos a media. Estamos en tiempo, o somos o no somos. We cannot be halfway Catholics. We are in times between great confrontations, great battles. We either are 100% of the Lord or we're not. And the Lord is asking us to be all the way for Him. Y la tercera es la misión. Una misión que tiene un propósito muy específico, porque es un propósito histórico. The third one is mission, which is very clear and direct, with a very clear purpose, because it's a historical need and a historical purpose. To be apostles of the triumph of the Immaculate Heart, which will bring the triumph of the merciful heart of Christ. Our world in our history needs us to work for this. And that's why we're here. Y sí, Father Hans decía al principio, es una peregrinación importante. Yes, it is an important pilgrimage. We are at the almost ending the year of mercy, and we have come to the fountain of mercy through 4 great apostles of their triumph. We're gonna go into the life of Father Popilusco, who died in 1984. We're gonna go into the life of Maximilian Kolbe, who died in Auschwitz in 1941. Into the life of Saint Faustina, who died in 1938. And into the life of our great spiritual father, John Paul II, who died in 2005. 4 great saints given birth in this country, in this nation of suffering, but also of victory. 4 grandes santos del siglo XX, de nuestro tiempo. Uno de ellos crecimos con él. 4 hijos de Polonia. 4 hijos de una nación sufrida, pero también de una nación que sabe de qué se trata el triunfo del Inmaculado Corazón y el triunfo de la misericordia. A nation that has suffered so much, but also because of that gave birth to 4 saints who become great apostles, models, and teachers for us of what it means to be apostles of the triumph of the Immaculate Heart and the Merciful Heart. ¿Qué tenían estos 4 santos en común? Los 4 eran hijos de la Santísima Virgen. What did they have in common, these 4 saints? They were children of Our Lady, formed by Our Lady, guided by Our Lady, transformed by Our Lady. And she taught them to be all for Jesus, to be totally given to Jesus, even to the point of giving their blood. Sí, nuestros tiempos requieren de hombres y mujeres que estemos dispuestos a donar la vida. Algunos tal vez con sangre, pero otros a diario, en nuestro diario vivir. Our times require generous souls, generous apostles that are willing to give their lives for the Lord, whether it is through our blood or whether it is through living in holiness, our vocation and our mission.